my name is Héloïse Werner. I am a composer and a singer. I'm very excited to have written a new piece for the brilliant Aurora Orchestra, which will be premiered here at the Queen Elizabeth Hall on the 25th of March. And I think it's my debut as a composer here at the Southbank Centre. I have sung here a few times before, but my music's never been performed here, so I'm extremely excited about that. My piece is called For Mira, and it's written in memory of my friend, the artist Mira Calix, who tragically passed away a year ago in March 2022. She was a huge inspiration to so many around the world, and including me, both as a friend and as an artist. And I just wanted to write a piece in her memory. She was hugely inspiring in many ways, but as an artist, she had this amazing capacity to kind of bring people together in a very beautiful way. And she worked both as a composer, as a visual artist. She was also a DJ. She did so many different things, and kind of opened my mind to the fact that you could do all these things, like it's okay to create whatever you want. And that was really kind of something that I'd never really realized before. And she just had this impact on me, and I think on so many other people around her. And so, yeah, I wanted to write a piece that was kind of both kind of open and meditative, but also full of life, kind of honoring her memory and allowing for beautiful kind of memories to be triggered throughout the piece. I was also quite inspired by the sound of nature. So the soundscapes that you'll hear in the piece are, yeah, kind of drawing on a specific place that to me is really important and triggers lots of personal memories, Mira, but also other people that I've lost. And so I'm hoping that it will create this kind of atmospheric soundscapes. My voice is a starting point for the musical material. And so I think the first thing I wrote in the piece is the final song that happens at the end of the piece. So I came up with a song, which I created by firstly singing it myself and then transcribing it for 2 bassoons. And then after that, I put together the rest of the piece that's kind of all derived from that final song. Really excitingly, the orchestra will be memorizing the piece and perform it from memory, which is amazing. And I knew that was on the cards, although I think it wasn't totally decided when I was commissioned, but it was a possibility. However, I didn't write it with that in mind because I didn't want the kind of memory aspect to stop me from what I wanted to write. And anyway, they've memorized so many crazy, difficult pieces that I thought they'll be fine, whatever. I mean, everything is called out, but there's some sections that have a bit of elements of freedom, and players have a choice of what to play and when to play it. So in that way, it makes maybe the memorizing kind of a bit more easy. I've always been really inspired by the work that the Aurora Orchestra does. I think the energy that they bring to performances is quite unique. It's such a joy to see an orchestra having fun. It's like almost chamber music on a larger level. And I find that really thrilling to experience as an audience member. Also, when I had initial conversations with Nicholas about the piece, and I mentioned that would they be up for maybe saying text or singing or even not being stood in the kind of normal orchestral formation, it was yes, 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 please do whatever you want. So that was amazing, and I kind of had the freedom to try out new things. It was very open commission, and that was amazing, but also I knew that they had the capacity to deliver perhaps more unusual things for an orchestral piece. So yeah, that was a joy to write, and I can't wait to see how it's all going to come together.